Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. It is January 29th. Lisa, Lydia, Scott here with you this morning. Of course, we're live on Facebook every weekday morning. We love it when you join us live. Leave us a message, but of course, it stays on your Facebook feed throughout the day, so you can watch it whenever it works best for you. Plus, remember, we make it into a podcast. You can find that at inform.com/podcast. Just look for the Inform Minute.
All right, we're loving this stretch of January temperatures.
Yeah.
We're getting not going to be quite as warm today, but still nice and less wind.
Right, so that's a good trade-off.
I think so.
I mean, 34 degrees in January is pretty darn decent.
Yeah,
it's not as warm as 41 that we saw yesterday, but it's still well above average. Average high today is 19, so we will take 34. More melting in store today, mostly cloudy, moments of sunshine mixed in there, and the wind turning around at the south at 5 to 15. So a much more manageable breeze compared to what we felt yesterday when we were gusting 35 to 45. Did set two new highs, record highs in Grand Forks yesterday, one at the airport, one at the Weather Service, 41 degrees and 42 degrees respectively. So it was a toasty Tuesday by January standards, of course. So 30s today. Tomorrow, how about a bunch of sunshine and a high temperature once again flirting with 40 degrees.
Okay.
We're going 38, so 40s within reach
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Wow.
Lots of sun, a little bit of a breeze, 10 to 15, maybe a gust to 20. You'll feel it, but it's not as strong as what we had yesterday. So tomorrow looks great. Find a spot on a patio. No, just kidding. It's not that warm, but
Maybe.
you know, it's one of those when you like step outside and you get to soak in the vitamin D and it just doesn't feel miserable. It's nice.
If you
It's
can
very
be in a spot
nice.
where the sun is shining on you,
You
might
the
be able to sit
whole
outside for
time,
a little bit.
somehow
Yeah.
blocked from the wind.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you find the right spot.
The perfect spot.
Yep, maybe a patio day tomorrow. Friday, we do cloud over. Wind picks up out of the north. It is going to be a briefly colder day, 17 for the forecast high. That'll feel different. And then back up into the 30s on Saturday, so wind turns back to the southeast. And then that's it. Chapter closed. We turn the calendar into February on Saturday, and the temperatures pretty much follow in suit to more of like a winter reminder into next week. I am watching out for snow come Sunday. Right now, I'm thinking something 1 to 3 inches looks likely. That's not a final forecast, so do keep checking back, but enough to accumulate, and then therefore cause some road problems too. So snow-covered roads, maybe a little wind, some blowing snow, drifting snow, wind especially on Monday, so blowing snow and visibility could be an issue even after the snow is done falling from the sky. And then we get to be cold after that with new snow on the ground, high temperatures in the single digits, even just barely above zero, and overnight lows back below zero for a good portion of next week. Another chance of snow next Thursday, so 1 week from tomorrow. We'll see what that looks like, of course, next week. But winter is soon to come. So enjoy the 30s today, tomorrow, especially tomorrow with the sunshine. I think it's going to be really nice.
First false spring.
Yes, our fool's spring is here. I was able to like take down some Christmas decorations that were frozen to the ground yesterday. So if you need to do any of that, this is a good opportunity to do so. Even if you don't want to climb up on the ladder and like take down the lights yet, but just any of those other things. My Merry Christmas doormat was frozen to my front step. And so that needed to be peeled up. And with the warm temperatures yesterday, I was actually able to do that. So there are small things you can do outside with these types of temperatures.
For sure.
In January, might as well.
Love it.
Sounds good. Thanks.
Thank you, Lydia. Well, we're tracking breaking news for you this morning. A man who drove off from a traffic stop escaped from police in Moorhead. We talked to an officer on scene who tells us the man went into a neighborhood near Sunset Lanes in North Moorhead. Officers did find the car, but the suspect got away. Police tell us they do know who he is. He will be charged with felony fleeing in a motor vehicle.
New this morning, an incident, I should say, at the Dilworth Walmart. It drew a response from multiple law enforcement agencies. We did talk with a Dilworth police officer who had responded to the incident. He did not give us any details, but we do expect to learn more later this morning.
Crews right now are cleaning up after a crash on I-94. It's also a warning to you if you're going to be driving in this area. This crash happened under Veterans Boulevard on I-94. It's an area where a lane of traffic is already blocked off, so congested already. Crews are working on guardrail repairs. That's on a stretch of I-94 between Cheyenne Street and 45th Street, down to 1 lane. Speed limit also reduced to 25 miles per hour, so of course it's going to add to frustration and maybe some road rage in that area, so just be careful. We do know the road work should be wrapped up by about 3:30 this afternoon, so then of course hopefully both lanes of traffic open on I-94 by this afternoon.
Moorhead Public Schools are preparing for budget cuts. It comes after voters rejected a referendum last November. The district was asking for $4.3 million a year for 10 years to pay for a variety of improvements. After that vote failed, the district surveyed staff and families, asking them which programs were priorities and which could be expendable. The district is now starting to share those results. The school board will meet on February 10th to discuss that and begin the process of making cuts.
There are dueling bills in the North Dakota House right now with the same goal: free school lunch. The difference is how they would pay for those lunches. One bill would take about $140 million from the state's general fund every 2 years. The other bill would take the same amount of money from the state's legacy fund. No hearings have been scheduled yet for either bill.
Some legislators say now is the time to get rid of daylight saving time in North Dakota. The House bill passed 55 to 37. It would adopt standard time year-round. Right now we are in standard time. It typically starts in November and ends in March. Supporters say changing the time twice a year hurts sleep schedules, cycles, and then also frustrates a lot of people too. The bill would not affect time zone boundaries in the state. It does now move on to the state Senate.
Today on Hot Mic with Dom Izzo, the 2025 NDSU signing class will include a Velva state champion quarterback, Ben Shep. He'll join the show to discuss his decision. Plus, it's a big day for Gray Zabel at the Senior Bowl. He's now made his way into being a potential first-round draft pick. That's from 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra.
Don't forget, for just 99 cents a month for your first 3 months, get an all-access pass to Inform.com. Just go to Inform.com/subscribe to get that deal.
Join us for our next newscast coming up at 11 this morning, and then this afternoon starting at 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10.
And we'll be back tomorrow morning with First News from 5 to 7. We'd love to have you join us then.
Have a great day, everyone.